Children, welcome to online learning classes. Today we are going to learn for class 6 social science. The new chapter which we are going to start today is what is government? Part 1. The topic on which we are going to discuss today is role of government and its level. Presented by Sonakshi Saluja. Government. Every country needs a government to make decisions and get things done. Without government, we cannot think about who will take which decision and how the things can be done. It is only possible with government. So let us see what is government. The word government refers to a governing body that makes decisions and get things done for the welfare of the society or citizens. So we can say that government is a body, or we can say the group or community of people. They serve the another people, or we can say public, for the welfare of them and also for the welfare of the society. Now we will be looking for some of the questions, and according to those questions we are going to see that how government's existence or involvement is very much necessary. Where to build schools and road? How to help poor people? How to reduce price of a commodity? How to maintain peace in the country? Then comes what all actions to be taken for the welfare of the society. So these all have one answer, that is government. Now we are going to see some of the roles of government, that what role exactly the government plays, and because of this only the society is maintaining the peace and also the society is safe, protected. So we are going to see roles of government one by one. First one is to protect the rights of workers. So government look after that how the workers' rights should be protected, how they can get the rights. So it also works for the welfare of the workers as well as its citizens. Then second point is to take actions and make decisions. The another most important role is the government take actions. It can be legal through law. Law has been enforced, they passes law because of that also, and they take decisions also. Then we have to provide infrastructure facilities. Now under infrastructure, we can see that roads, airports, ports, railways, energy, utilities, education, healthcare, social. These all facilities which we get, these all comes under infrastructure. So the government provide these all infrastructure facilities to us. We all get these facilities because of government. Then we have to maintain peace in the country. The another important role of government is it also maintain peace in the country. Our police force, armies, or several type of civilization is established in order to maintain peace in the country, and these all help us to protect us from another very harmful things that can make us or that can harm us. Then we have to provide relief in case of natural hazards. Now natural hazard can be anytime, anywhere. Like now present only many of the areas have suffered from flood. So there can be another natural hazard also, like in picture you can see earthquake, cyclone, floods. Any earthquake, cyclone, floods, or any natural hazard, because of that only the person if they suffer or the people if they suffer, so government provide relief to them. They provide tents to them, they provide camp, they also provide first aid to them, they provide food to them, shelter to them, so they help them. So this is also one of the utmost role of government, that the government plays very important role. then to solve disputes and take legal actions. Now, wherever there is any fight or there is any disputes or conflicts among the people, they are solved by the government, and also some of the legal actions are also taken up. Like if there is any robbery, if there is any murder, if there is any case, other cases also, these all are taken up by the government. The government look after for them. Now we have another important thing, that is three levels of government, or we also say it as three tiers of government. Now here you would be thinking, why we are having three levels, why don't we have one level only? So it is not possible for one only people or one level only to maintain or to see or to look after for a specific place, for the whole place. Okay, so that is why there are three levels of government. Like if I'll give a small example, like in school also, if any other places also, you will see that everyone is having their own specific work. Why the works are distributed? So that they can be easily done and they can be done by the specific person. If the specific person will do his or her work, it will become more easy and the work will also be done in less time. So because of this reason only, the government is also distributed into three levels. Now one by one we are going to see each level. The first one is local level, then we have state level, then we have national level. These three levels of Indian government we are going to see briefly. The first one is known as central government. So whatever national issues or the issues related to the country is looked after by the central government, like international trade, or if we say about another things also which are coming under the country, export import for the country, so it is looked after by the central government. Then we have state government. Now whatever issues are related to state, like in our country India, we have 29 states, and each state they have their own chief minister who look after the thing, and whatever issues are related to state is looked after by each state. Then we have local self-government. Now if I talk about local self-government, here also it is distributed into two parts. One is rural areas and the another one is urban areas. Now we are going to see that who look after these all three levels of government. So the first one is headed by Prime Minister, that is central government. Prime Minister is the one who look after or who see the national issues, or we can say the central level issues. Then we have state government is headed by Chief Minister. As I told you now, that every state has its own chief minister and the issues related to state is looked after by him or her. Then local self-government is also divided into two parts. It consists of panchayat in rural areas and municipal corporation in urban area. Here you can see the image of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. So whatever issues are related to central government is looked after by Narendra Modi ji. And if I talk about our state Chhattisgarh, so Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel ji is the one who look after the issues related to our state Chhattisgarh. Likewise other states also they have their own chief minister. Then this is the example of local self-government. In rural area we have panchayat, whatever disputes or conflicts are there. In the village area is looked after by the panchayat. Sarpanch is the head of panchayat who take decisions and who give or make decisions for the welfare of the citizens. Then municipal corporation is another example of local self-government, but it comes under the urban area. Urban area, whatever decisions are taken up, it is taken up by the municipal corporation. Then we have, I will give you example of this once again. If I talk particular about Chhattisgarh, that is our own state. So whatever issues are related to the state is looked after by the CM, chief minister of this particular state. Likewise, every state has its own chief minister, and whatever issues are related to that particular state is taken up by the chief minister. Now when we talk about the whole country, this country India, particular about India, so all the decisions are taken up by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. So till here we have seen the 3 tiers or levels of government. In the next class we are going to see the different types of government and also the laws of government. Till here, thank you.